Students, I am Sonali Pawar and today we are going to see the topic problem solving using computer. Under this topic, first we will see the problem definition. A problem can be a state of desire for reaching a definite goal from the present condition. So I will say that here I know the what is the goal I have to achieve and also what is the present condition. So I will find out the steps so that I can achieve my goal from my present condition. Also, I will say that problem is a situation or condition it is not solved by anyone. Also, I will say that problem can be a question or situation raised for the consideration or solution. And lastly, I will say that problem is a critical condition or scenario where we can understand the situation and find various alternatives to solve that problem. So here I will say that problem first I have to understand the problem and try to find out the various alternatives to solve that problem. Problems are classified into different types, such as decision problem, the problem whose answer is in the form of yes, no. Such a type of problems are called as decision problem. For example, is 5 an odd number? The answer of this question is yes. So this problem come under the decision problem. Next type is searching problem. In case of searching problem, we will find the required solution from number of infinite solutions. For example, finding factors, finding nth prime number. We have a infinite set of prime numbers, but I do not want the all set, but I just want the nth prime number. So suppose user say I want fifth prime number, so I will just pick up the fifth prime number from infinite set of prime numbers. Next type is counting problem. Here we are going to find number of solutions for the searching problems. For example, finding number of prime numbers between 1 to 100. Here we are going to count number of prime numbers between 1 to 100. Next one is a optimization problem. In case of optimization problem, we have to find or we are going to find the best solution. For example, I want to go from one place to another place. In that case, I am interested into the best solution, which is the best route which will takes the less time to reach the destination. Next one is a trackable and intractable problem. The trackable problem is solved in the polynomial type such as big O of 1, big O of n, big O of n square. The example of tractable problem is searching number, sorting list. And in case of intractable problem, it cannot be solved in polynomial time. It requires time like 2 raised to n. Now, the example of intractable problem is traveling salesman problem. Actually, what is mean by tractable and intractable problem? See here the value of n means number of input. As we increase the number of inputs, the time required for the intractable problem is increases in large amount. Now, next type is a P and NP problems. From the name itself, we can say that the P means the problem which can be solved in the polynomial time. It come under the P problems. The problem which cannot be solved in the polynomial time, it called as a NP problem. So indirectly I can say that tractable problems are P problems and intractable problems are NP problems. Next one is the undecidable problems or uncomputable problems. Undecidable problem is that problems cannot be solved using computer. If I try to solve that problem, sometimes it will gives me the incorrect answer, or sometimes maybe it will goes into the loop, infinite looping means it will not give me the answers. First, we had seen the definition of problem, after that the types of problem, and now next point is problem solving process using computer. To solve any problem using computer, first gather the related information of that problem, then analyze that information and try to find out the appropriate solution for that problem. Also, I will say that problem solving is a process of working through the details of problem to reach the solution. Now, when you try to solve any problem using computer, you have to give the instructions correct and precise. If you give the incorrect instructions, you will get the incorrect incorrect answer. So this is the important point when you are solving the any problem using computer. So the problem solving process actually includes, first we have to understand the problem, means what is the definition of problem, what I have to do actually. According to that, make a plan, then carry out that plan, and lastly examine the result for accuracy. Now we will see the steps involved in the problem solving. There are the 7 steps involved in the problem solving. In that, first step is a problem definition. Under this step, we will first define the problem clearly. It means first I will understand the problem and I will write the proper definition of that problem. Now next step is a problem analysis. Under this step, I will gather the required information for that problem, and also I will find the number of required input, what are the required input of that problem and what is the expected output of that problem. Now next step is a algorithm design. Under these steps, I will define the different steps which I need to follow to achieve my goal or to find the solution. Now next step is a coding. In these steps, I am actually going to write the program using any computer language. Now next step is a testing and debugging. In these steps, I am checking the correctness of my program, means whatever the solution I just find, whatever the program I have written, whether it is a corrected, whether it achieve my goal, I'm checking that thing into the testing. What is mean by debugging? Debugging means I'm checking error. Is there any syntax error or any logical error? I will try to find out that error and try to solve that error. That come under the debugging. Now next step is a documentation steps. In the documentation, there are the two types of documentation: technical documentation and user documentation. Technical documentation is useful for the programmer. Suppose there is any query comes, that time it is will be helpful for the programmer to make a changes in the program. And second one is a user documentation, or also you can say it is a user manual, so that user will get to know that how to use the system. Next, last step is a maintenance. In the maintenance, suppose users changes their requirement, according to that we have to change our coding, we have to change our program. So such a type of things come under the maintenance. So these are the steps involved in the problem solving.